make our way to the pro portion of the card. First up, we have David Glover, the Nightmare, coming out to Vince Evans' full Nightmare. Great walkout song. David Glover, tough opponent. I've seen him in a pretty good battle with Anthony Nazi that's local here in the Davenport area. Took a pretty nasty body kick, was finished there.
He did have his moments in that fight, though. He got a nice suplex in round 1, I remember.
Yeah,
had dominant position for a second.
Absolutely, he is not a weakling at all, man. This guy is tough as they come. He's got good wrestling, good strikes. He's here to bring it every time.
I agree with you.
With a 3-2 record, making his way to the cage, the Tyrant Killer, Ryan Delf. He looks to take on David Glover here tonight. He's got a little slick back mohawk thing going on, walking out to a sweet song.
Interesting nickname, too.
Absolutely, the Tyrant Killer.
I like
we'll
it.
see if King David can put him down or if he will be slain here tonight.
I talked to Ryan a little bit. He had an amateur record of 10 win, all finishes. Submission, knockouts, 3-2 professional record we went over, 2 wins by submission, 1 by decision. He describes his fighting style as a wrestler. He likes to punch his way in to the clinch and deliver knees and elbows. Likes to get to the ground and fight with a ground and pound style or submission if it's available.
He looks like a heavy kid, looks like he probably dropped some heavy shots. If Glover can keep his distance and use his stand-up, he should have a hard time, though, with a big kid like this and Ryan Delf.
Ryan Delf's got the good right idea about Glover. He says he doesn't know much about him, but except he's a wrestler and a real tough guy and a good chin, which is right. He thinks he's too big, too strong, and too better than him at his own game, though, and he thinks he's going to dictate the fight wherever it goes. This is his first fight back in almost 3.5 years. He took consecutive losses at 205. And he was, he wasn't there mentally, but he says he's mature now mentally and he's ready to go. So it'll be interesting what he brings here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in at 192 1/2 pounds. He trains with the Dying Breed. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, David the Nightmare Glover. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 189 1/2 pounds. He trains with Militich Fighting Systems and is sponsored by Fit Chiropractic, Arsenal Strength, The Circle Tap, Pints, Jailhouse Strong, and Rosman Performance Nutrition. Joining us from Davenport, Iowa, the Tyrant Killer, Ryan Delf.
And here we go, David Glover versus Ryan Delf. We got the Tyrant Killer versus the Nightmare.
And a considerable size difference between these two.
Yeah, let's remember, this is Delf's first fight back in 3.5 years. We'll see if ring rust plays a factor here or not.
And we've seen Glover fight at lower weights. I'm wondering if his speed will play a factor or if Delf will just be too big, too strong. And there he goes, right to the front headlock.
Now you see Glover there moved his head to get out of the way of the punch and snapped him down. Glover up to his feet, looking to take the back.
Looking for that high school headlock, and he gets it, but Glover's gonna get his back if he can pop his head out. He needs to control that arm to avoid the damage, get his head out, and he re-rolls.
Good job by Glover rolling through that.
Absolutely, that's textbook.
Now he's in side control, and he has an arm trap.
Crucifix. Delf looking like he's just trying to use a lot of brute strength.
And another thing we didn't mention, this is now a professional bout. Elbows and knees to the head are now legal.
Not knees to the head, but elbows are legal, but standing
knees to the head.
Right. On
partially
the
right.
now. Still in that crucifix.
You see an elbow right there by Glover.
He's got to watch the back of the head. Couple of those land into the back of the head, but Delf turning away, trying to avoid the strikes. Glover with a nice short elbow.
Stiff elbows right there by Delf. He needs to move.
Delf just kind of looks like a fish out of water here, kind of stuck.
You see that right arm? It's trapped in there. He needs to get that out and get moving now.
You know what they say about wrestlers when they're flat on their back. They get a little uncomfortable and they don't quite usually know what to do. He's going to lock up an inverted triangle here.
Wow, if he could pull this off, that'd be something, but it's way too loose.
That'd have been pretty slick, and now Delf's on top, and he's going to give a little payback here.
Yeah, the same position, actually, minus the crucifix. Glover trying to power up off his back. And he does. That's some strength right there.
Absolutely. I'm impressed by Glover, man. He is really working hard. He wants to win. He needs to kind of circle Delf's hips away from the cage so he can't push off and create a scramble himself.
You see him looking to trap the arm and maybe rain some elbows again, but he moves to the back now.
He's got the right idea by trying to get two on one on that arm and putting it on the opposite side of his head, but Glover gets it back to the right side, and it looks like he's going to try to secure a rear naked choke or just tee off. Soften him up a little bit.
Delf just in a really bad spot. Really needs to work to get up. He's eating shots right now.
Yeah, he's switching from the uppercut under the armpit to the overhand over the top. Good shot by Glover.
Glover making his shots count, not wasting his shots.
No, he's not wasting energy at all. He's definitely picking his shots well. Another one.
Looking for the rear naked choke here is Glover, and he might have it. I think he has it. It's under the chin.
Yeah,
he might not.
Good defense. A nice pull down of the arm. He needs to go ahead and try to attack the other arm right now, but
he was fighting that arm that was doing the choking.
Chin's not tucked. He looks like he's in a bad spot. He got his chin tucked down.
Delf's still fighting it. I think this is going to be it right here. And I might be wrong, though.
Glover switches to the body triangle.
Switching his grips again is Glover.
I'd like to see him switch to palm to avoid him defending.
I think he's going to go out. I think that's it.
Nice performance by David Glover against the bigger guy. Delf thought he was going to come out here and out-wrestle Glover, and it seems that the tables were turned, and Glover put him on his back, did a bunch of damage, and ended up finishing him off.
Yeah, good job getting on top, delivering those elbows, softening him up, and eventually finish him with a rear naked choke.
Great finish to start off the pro card.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest. At 1 minute, 5 seconds left in round one, declaring your winner by submission due to rear naked choke, David the Nightmare Goodwin.
And there you have it, your winner by submission, improving his record to 2-2, David Glover.